You know, if there is a fight, I will put my money on Charade because she has been ready. And speaking of women in the DUI, Halloweeny, you hooked up with one of your acquaintances.
That was not me. That was Hollow One. You see, I sent Hollow One kind of out on a mission to try to make sure that Brutal Impact would win that battle royal. Unfortunately, that plan didn't work. And the Dark Leader won, so I have to face the Dark Leader.
But you're not afraid of him.
Nah.
And after Halloweeny, I was going to apologize to you, but Hollow One, Crystal ended up with me at the hotel room later that night. And Hollow One was not too happy about that. But that's how Halloweeny ended. And I noticed something at Halloweeny that was rather odd. Did you happen to see the limo driver that you got in the car with?
No.
I saw, if you watch it in slow motion, I saw the person that was driving the limo had a purple head and was dressed like Charade. I think that Weo was driving your limo. Are you alright?
Weo! I guess I have to say welcome back to the DUI to you, Weo. But Weo, like so many times before, I'm gonna say this one last time. Stay out of our way! Because I am done with all this Weo stuff that's been haunted me from the DWI into the DUI for almost a year!
And it came back and it reared its ugly head at Halloweeny and really, Weo, seriously, don't you have enough to worry about? You got the dark wheels running around, and the question I have is, who's making all these wheels? I mean, who would actually go and make a dark wheel and we have other wheels? Oh man, it makes me sick to just even think about. And tripod, wait a second. Charade, the outfit, that means that Tripod was with Weo this whole time.
Yeah.
That was the fake Charade. It had to have been.
Yeah.
It was a dead on.
Weo, just stay out of our way. Stay with Tripod, because Tripod, I know you've been saying for so long, Charade's been with you. Charade's been with you. She's not. She's here with us right now, not wanting to be on camera.
She might have been in the costume contest with you, but that was just a costume contest, Tripod.
And she was contractually obligated for that.
And I did hear that she did see when Tripod was changing into his costume. Ugh. She did tell a little bit about, she said, you know, Tripod claims to be well hung. She said it's actually tiny. She said it's almost microscopic.
I don't need to know that, but Tripod,
But Tripod talks a lot about this double penetration. Does that mean that he does it with Caw?
Probably, unfortunately. Anyway, enough about you, Tripod and Caw.
They're going to be old news anyway when they lose to Brutal Impact in that best of 3 series. Because I think it's almost already over because, you know, Tripod, I do have to say, even if you do go to if it does go to a 3rd match, I want to see what management cooks up for us because we've already had the first blood. I don't know what the next match is, but I await if we do have to go to a 3. And you know what, Tripod, it'd be a miracle if you could actually make it to 3. Because you have to beat Brutal Impact, who we've beaten you time after time after time, and we're ready to put the period exclamation mark on this feud with you.
Tripod, remember when you just wanted to fight me? Why would I fight you when Gambler and Riddler have already proven that you would be no match for me? So there's no point in me fighting you unless management says I have to fight you, in which case, fine, whatever. but I'll beat you anyway. And anyway, Game and Doc, I don't know if you're getting Rugged Rebel back, or RD, or Kia, or anyone else from LI's past except for me and Big Ben, the two guys you betrayed. I don't know if you're getting anyone back, but even if you do, the result is going to be the same. Brutal Impact will beat you. And for anyone that wants a shot or thinks they're going to take my Unified Championship away from me, I say bring it on, because I am going to fight to keep this belt. I will die before I give up this championship. Someone's going to have to kill me to get my gold.
Well, I think you're going to fight till the end, actually, but the only thing is, I think that if anybody wants to face you for that world title, they should prove themselves to a member of Brutal Impact first. Because, I mean, let's face it, we trained with the one. We all trained together, and, you know, if you think you could take the one, you got to try to beat one of us first. You got to beat one of us first to get a shot. Canaron, you may have beaten the one back in the day, but you got to remember, you and him were both kind of green. He had just come to the DWI, just coming off of everything that had happened, and he was with those two jokers, Game and Doc, who all they care about is themselves. That's all they care about, is self-promotion.
And Canaron, I did betray Game and Doc a little. I'll say I kind of lied about that. I betrayed them a little by not keeping that ICC belt, because I put you over, Canaron. You can't deny it. I put you over with the fans. You wouldn't have gotten so many cheers during your ICC title reign if it hadn't been for the very first ICC champion, me.
You didn't lose the belt on purpose, though.
No, I didn't, but I figured after I lost it, he needs to be over. I wanted to do other things. He needed to be over.
So you stepped aside in the ICC title division, and after that match and you agreed to that one last chance match, but that was it.
That was actually my idea, and I signed the contract for that. So, anyway, let's get off Canaron because he doesn't deserve so much time.
He's going to have to earn his way into the title shot, let's just say.
Everyone, well, one way or another, have to prove themselves, whatever management says, or if you face Gambler Riddler, you're going to have to prove yourselves after Dark Leader to get a shot at my championship. But I will be a fighting champion.
And Dark Leader, ooh, you're so scary. We're shaking. Oh. You know, Dark Leader, you don't scare me. You don't scare any of Brutal Impact, I don't think. You may have your dark magic, but that's all you have.
And you have the Nightmare, but it seems like you have problems in the Nightmare. We're going to have to see how you address those problems in the future. But
what about our truce with Dark Leader? Is that the Nightmare, is that off, or is that still on, or what are we doing with that?
As far as I'm concerned right now, with him having a world title match, it's off. Nightmare, you want to come after us? Bring it on. Nightmare, you want to go after anybody and everybody like you've been doing? Keep doing that. Just know that you're going to have to fight us sooner or later, and when you do, we're going to take you all down one by one, if not all of you down. But as I see that it's getting closer and closer to the end of our promo, just know this, DUI. Brutal Impact is the top act in the DUI, and we're not giving up our spots to anybody. I don't care if you're Lethal Injection, Tripod and Call, Kids Inc., whoever you are. We're not giving up our spot.
We're going to be the new House of Gold. We're going to be the new gold standard. We're going to be the new trademark franchise, and it doesn't matter who you are or what you've done. Lethal Injection, you may be back. Kids Inc., you may be nipping at the heels, but it doesn't matter. Whoever you are, you're not going to beat the greatest tag team of all time, which is now us, because remember, Lethal Injection, you guys took a break. You took a break to go sit on the bench while we were out there working our tails off to try and make a name and keep those fires of the DUI going, keeping those embers hot, keeping that flame going, and keeping the DUI going strong.
So, to end this promo with everybody that we talked about, we're not going to rename you all because you all know who you are. We got 2 words for ya. Be ready for the impact that is the DUI and the brutal impact of the unified champion, the gambler.
That's actually the future DUI World Tag Team Champion Gambler.
Future World Tag Team Champion, the Riddler. And one day, the future World Women's Champion.
But current Diva Tag Team
Champion, Charade. That's all for now.
Stay tuned
for the impact.
That is the DUI